a lot of our listeners may find it interesting to hear that the gospel writers used sources. But Luke actually says that in his preface. He examined all of these things before he wrote. He got together the information like a kid doing a term paper, and he used different sources that he thought were credible. In Luke's case, it was eyewitnesses. Mark's comes together, and the scholars can tell that this is one continuous flow of information.
That's right.
And Mark used this early source. Scholars can document this. This is what you're talking about.
That's right. That's exactly right. Now, a second reason to think that the burial story is accurate is the criterion of embarrassment. This criterion states that if an incident or event is awkward or embarrassing for the early Christian church, then it's more likely to be historical. And the story of the burial by Joseph of Arimathea passes this criterion. Jesus was not buried by his family members or by his devoted disciples. Instead, they all deserted him. And instead, he's buried by a member of the hated Sanhedrin, the Jewish court, all of whom, Mark says, voted to condemn Jesus to the cross. So the burial by Joseph of Arimathea is very probable historically. It is highly unlikely that the early Christians would have invented a story about a member of the Sanhedrin giving Jesus a proper burial in a tomb if this had not been, in fact, the case. So I find this just amazing that we actually know the name of the man who was responsible for the interment of Jesus of Nazareth. This is just astonishing. John A.T. Robinson, professor of New Testament studies at Cambridge University and someone very far from a conservative or evangelical, summarizes it by saying that the burial of Jesus in the tomb is one of the earliest and best attested facts about Jesus.